Hello world, welcome back to Agileonthetrail. I'm your host, Voices, and today is week 15 retrospective. Well, I really want to talk about what happened around Port Clinton, but let me back up. So we left Duncannon, Pennsylvania, and we were told we were getting into the official part of the Rocksylvania, and we did hit a few rocks, but they weren't. In my opinion, they weren't much. It's when we got to Port Clinton, about 20 miles outside of Port Clinton, where there was a lot of rocks in the trail, both small and large. We were scrambling at times, and yeah, that's, I think, where Rocksylvania really kind of kicked in for me. And I did not check my speed, and I pushed myself too hard going into Port Clinton. Did 18 miles, got in like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but my feet were shredded. I had busted up my toes, the index toe on my right foot. I had stoved, I had bruised, and I had blistered all at the same time. I mean, it was messed up, it was hurting, it was painful to walk on. And a little later, I did find out that I basically destroyed my toenail on my pinky toe on my left foot, where I lost basically 90% of the toenail on that, banging it up against rocks. And the lesson there learned was I just need to be slower. I cannot do 16 or 17 or 18 mile paces here in Rocksylvania. I need to slow it down so that I don't stove my feet so much. I take care of where I'm stepping, and that even if it takes a day or two more to get through Rocksylvania, so be it. I would much rather spend that time now, get through it healthy and uninjured or less injured, than potentially taking myself out trying to save a day or two on the overall 180-day schedule. I did make myself sick, and I think that was a combination of just fatigue, injury, and just poor diet. So the 0 day I did in Port Clinton / Hamburg was much needed. I then proceeded to get back on trail outside of Port Clinton and test my let's just go slower methodology for the rest of the week, and it worked well. I was able to get over some rock scrambles and navigate a lot of rocks, and my feet were not hurting, and I was not fatigued, and I was not made sick from the effort or the heat or everything combined together. However, this meant we missed the weekly goal that we wanted to do, which was 16 miles a day, mostly because we took the 0. We missed the goal by, I think the overall mileage goal by like 14 and a half miles. So in planning for next week, we are going to back off and do less miles than probably the 15.2 that we're supposed to do in this area until we get out of the rocks of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. The rocks do continue into New Jersey, but not as prevalent as Pennsylvania. All right. So in retrospect, let's take it slower in the rocks. Let's take care of our feet. Make sure the injuries don't spiral out of control, aka getting infected. And let's not try to injure ourselves any further. On the positive side, we did end the week making a couple new friends in regards to Crossroads and Dante, and caught up with some people we've hiked around for a long time. Long-ish. That would be Masters. I've been hiking in and around Masters for quite some time. And also from last week, Cambio. We bumped into him at the end of the week as well, when we decided to stay at the hostel, the Overlook Hostel, on Saturday evening. So anyways, so good friends, good fellowship, good times, and that's how we ended the week. Well, I will see you during week 16. You guys have a good one.